Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here, doing the TFS Comparison Challenge 2018. This challenge was started from the Transformers and Such Facebook group, and you just take any character from any fandom that has multiple iterations of that character, and you just compare the differences of the character. So, say you pick Hot Rod from Transformers, you can have the G1 Hot Rod versus the Classics Hot Rod versus Titans Returns Hot Rod versus Power of the Proms Hot Rod / Rodimus Prime, So you just take it and you just compare the differences or the toys and see what has changed, what is similar. It's just a nice little video. And I'm not going to do it on camera. Like, a lot of people do that. I'm not as comfortable that way. What we're going to do, we're going to head right over here where the magic happens. Not there where the other magic happens, but here. And this is where I'm going to do this. So for my comparison video, I've chosen Cog from Transformers. And here you can see there's G1 Cog, and then I have a Siege Cog right here. And we're going to do comparisons of these guys and show you, the similarities, differences, and all that good stuff. First, we'll just take a look at G1 Cog. First thing you're going to notice is that as a kid, I apparently put the stickers in the wrong spot. These are actually supposed to be up here on his arms, and actually on the opposite sides too. But yeah, hey, I was like 7, 8 years old when I got this, so don't fault me. It was Christmas. I was excited to have a Fortress Maximus. So it's a very simplistic toy, very hollow. If this came out nowadays, this would be just Happy Meal toy. And people would just be ranting and raving on the internet talking about how crappy it is. But since it is G1, it's crappy nostalgia. So we'll just say it that way. But overall, it's a decent figure for what it was intended to be. And the only articulation you got in this figure are his arms, which you can do 360s. That's only because they come out and they can be a weapon. So we'll just plug that right back in there. And he does have a gun, which I've probably lost since I was a kid. Might have sold it. I might have just threw it away. It might just still be in a box. So yeah, I don't have time to dig that out. But he has a small gray gun. And then we'll take a look here with Siege Cog. And a lot more detailed, a lot more solid. Just a lot more figure going on here. And honestly, a great update to the G1 Cog. Even the head sculpts, not the same color. It's a really good update to that G1 Cog head. But you can see in height, the new one is bigger. And of course, you have a lot more articulation on the Siege Cog. And of course, there's other things you can do with him that you couldn't do with this. And I might touch on that a little bit in this video. It's not necessary for this video, but I'll probably touch on it when I get to it. This one has a lot more articulation, as you can do a lot more things with it. And of course, you actually have head movement and lots of stuff. But honestly, this is a way better figure than the G1 version we got. So a nice update, especially if you have Titan Returns Fortress Maximus. He is I would say, a must-have to complete that ensemble. And he comes with 2 weapons. As you can see, I have them stored here in the back. A little problem with them is the pegs are a little bit smaller than what you would really need it to be. So it just kind of flops. It's not snug as a bug in a rug. So it's not bad. It's not flopping everywhere. It's just it's easy to move them around. And of course, with being the way the Siege line has worked, plenty of points to plug stuff into this guy. You see, I have him stored on his back, and you can even store it on his breast. This hole is way too big to fit his hand, but it'll fit right here. Put that there. So overall, a nice update. So we'll just transform this cog here. And to do that, it's very simple. You just slide the chest or torso off from the waist. Take out his arms, and you'll just switch them to here. And there you go. And this part is already transformed for you. And it transforms into Gasket and Grommet. And something that you can do if you have these is take any Headmaster from G1, the large size ones that came out in '87, and it will sit in this little gap here. And so Spike can actually ride in here. Like, he doesn't tab in, but he is secure enough to where he just sits there. Now, if you shake it a whole lot, you can eventually probably get him to fall out. I did it earlier, but now I'm on camera. He's snug as a bug in the rug. Of course, the guns probably help lock him in if you push him around his shoulders. Yeah. But that's a cool little feature. So it's just two simple vehicles done up. Very, very simplistic. Very simplistic. We'll take a look at the new Siege cog. I'm going to go ahead and just take his weapons out here. And it's the same process here. You're just going to remove the torso from the lower half without taking off his legs. And all it does, it just pegs into. There's a peg here. Goes right in here, and that's how that works. And again, the arms are the same way. Just pull them off. Difference here is you actually have head articulation, so you want to turn his head all the way around to where it looks down his back, and then it folds under. So you can tuck his head away so it's not visible that way. And again, take his weapons, and they just do like the G1. You can plug them in. And since he has these other guns poking out the back, he's well armored. And then you can even articulate this up so you can have him shoot down like seekers in the air and stuff. So he's got a little anti-air on there. And you're going to move it around. He's got some articulation because of the bicep swivel of the figure. And vroom vroom. Now this here, you still can also transform it the same way. Just put the legs close together. And you just want to fold this in on itself, and it will... These little slots here will go over these little tabs up on his legs. And his legs, he just wants to move around because it's so articulated here. So I have a little more trouble with him. And well, there he is. And now you can give him weapons as well by tabbing these guns into him. So nice updates to the G1 figure. Like, other things you could do with the nowadays cog is he's a weaponizer, which he comes apart. You can actually take off his legs, as you see here. And then this will fold in. This will fold in. And you can use these to go on the bottoms of the feet to make your deluxe class figures a little bit bigger. This has a peg in it here. So you actually can plug it in, flip these around, and you can use it as like a gun. And take these out. Then you raise his head back up, but just leave it facing to the back. And this right here will just fold over the head. There's another peg there. And you can use this as a weapon as well. You can see there's like little guns here. So a lot more playability with this version of COG. But he just kind of just goes all to pieces for you. And just each piece can be used for something else. But again, like I said, a very good update for COG. I'm very pleased. I prefer the Siege, of course, over the G1. But the G1 does still have a place in my heart. And I want to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you to Transformers and Such. It is an excellent Facebook group. And one of the few actually will post my videos too. Like I said, if you like this video, just hit the like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until my next videos, peace out.